There's a moment every man faces, the moment he stops chasing, stops explaining, and simply goes silent. It's the kind of silence that doesn't beg, doesn't justify, and doesn't seek attention. It's the silence of strength. Because when you stop reaching out, when you stop trying to prove your worth, everything about the dynamic changes. Most men think silence means she'll forget. They believe absence makes her move on. But that's not how the human mind works, especially when emotion is involved. Silence doesn't erase you. It amplifies you. It makes her wonder, question, and feel your presence in the empty space you've left behind. This is Mind Hack Stoic, and today we're diving into the quiet power that turns the tables without a single word. When you pull back, her mind begins to race. Did you lose interest? Did she do something wrong? Did you find someone else? The more she tries to guess, the deeper you stay in her thoughts. That's the paradox. When you stop chasing, she starts searching. It's not about manipulation. It's about understanding how space creates value. The more available you are, the less you are valued. The less predictable you become, the more attention you command. At first, she may pretend not to care. She'll stay quiet, post something online, act unbothered. But underneath that calm, her ego starts to ache. She was used to the attention, to the messages, to the comfort of knowing you were there. When it disappears, it shakes her sense of control. Silence is loud. It forces her to feel your absence every time her phone doesn't light up, every time she scrolls and doesn't see your name. And the longer you stay silent, the more powerful that feeling becomes. This doesn't mean you play games. True strength isn't in pretending, it's in detachment. You're not silent to punish her. You're silent because your peace is more important than chasing what doesn't value you. When you reach that level of calm, you shift from being reactive to being magnetic. Women are drawn to men who don't need to prove anything because confidence isn't loud, it's quiet. It's the man who can disappear for a while without losing himself who becomes unforgettable. Silence exposes truth. It reveals who's genuinely interested and who just wanted attention. When you stop feeding chaos, the ones who thrive on it fall away. That's not loss, it's clarity. The woman who truly values you will feel the difference and step closer. The one who only enjoyed control will fade. Either way, you win, because you've learned the rarest form of power, restraint. There's something almost mystical about silence. It disarms people. It confuses those who rely on reaction. When you stop explaining, stop defending, stop chasing closure, your silence becomes a mirror. It forces others to face themselves. And that's uncomfortable, because your stillness reminds them of what they can't control. That's the moment attraction shifts, from her controlling the dynamic to her questioning it. In that silence, your value multiplies. You're no longer the man waiting for approval. You've become the one who decides where his energy goes. She starts to wonder what's changed in you. Did you outgrow her? Did you finally see your worth? That mystery is irresistible, because the human mind can't stop thinking about what it doesn't fully understand. But silence only has power when it's backed by purpose. You can't just stop talking. You must evolve in the silence. Work on your body, your goals, your mindset. Let your absence be filled with growth, so that when she sees you again or hears your name, it carries new weight. The same silence that once made her wonder now makes her respect you. That's when silence transforms from confusion into attraction. Every message you don't send, every explanation you don't give, is energy saved for your own evolution. And evolution speaks louder than words. When a man detaches, he begins to see how much of his peace was wasted on trying to be understood by people who never wanted to understand him. That realization changes everything. It makes you immune to manipulation. It makes you untouchable. Understand this. Women don't fall for words, they fall for presence. And silence builds presence like nothing else. It creates contrast. The moment you stop chasing, your image lingers longer in her mind than any paragraph ever could. Because she is no longer reacting to your voice. She is reacting to the void it left behind. That's why stillness is dangerous. It shows control. It says, I don't need you to validate my worth. And when you can walk away with peace instead of pride, you become the kind of man who commands respect without demanding it. She'll notice the difference. Everyone will. Because true calmness is rare in a world that's addicted to noise. So stay silent but not passive. Stay calm but not weak. Let your absence teach the lesson your words never could. Because in silence your boundaries become clear, your priorities become visible, and your value becomes undeniable. You're not ignoring her. You're respecting yourself. You're not disappearing. You're evolving. And when you return, you'll return with power, purpose, and presence that no one can ignore. That's the kind of silence that changes everything. This is Mind Hack Stoic. Remember, a man who controls his silence controls his life.